Please put your hands together, everybody in the studio. It's Dom Joly, everyone. Dom Joly.
It's just the two of us. It's not a massive round of applause.
That's my biggest audience in quite a long time, so thank you guys. I'm very excited.
Well, look, firstly, happy Christmas. How are you?
I'm all right. You know, I'm in an awkward position because I'm here to promote Christmas Jumper Day for Save the Children, but I'm a bit of a Christmas Grinch, really. I'm not, because I'm an ex-Goth, and you're never really an ex-Goth, and so I find Christmas quite cheerful and bright, and I'm married to a Canadian who goes to Christmas shops all year round and plays carols at home and stuff. So I don't know. I sort of feel like I sometimes want to do a dirty protest and just not take part. But that's why Save the Children have made me the ambassador. I think it's part of some weird joke. But there you go.
Well, look, you are of course single-handedly saving the children. Tell us about the Christmas Jumper campaign.
So Save the Children, I'm an ambassador for them, and I have been since about 2013. And one of the things that they were launching at that time, they launched it in 2012, was their annual Christmas Jumper Day, which this year is taking place on Thursday, the 12th. And the idea is obviously that everyone, even people like myself who would never be seen dead in a Christmas jumper normally, just forego fashion and go to work in a Christmas jumper and use that as an excuse to raise money. And they've done incredibly well. It's raised 37 million quid for them since it started. And this year we're hoping to raise 2.5 million quid. And I think because Christmas is such a sort of orgy of gluttony and greed and fun and presents, it's kind of nice. To me, it kicks off the Christmas season normally because it's kind of something you do for someone else before you sort of do stuff for yourself. And I think it's quite a good thing.
No. Well, we must mention that you are sat there in front of us now in a Christmas jumper. Now, this is on radio, so would you like to just do a great job of describing what it is? Am I right in saying it is black? It looks black from here.
No. I mean, I'm a Goth, but even I've gone a little more. It's green. It's a dark green.
Very dark green.
You two are wearing black, but I'm wearing dark. It's not that dark green, and then it's got stars, and then it's got a sort of generic, possibly Dutch Christmas scene on it, but most importantly, it's incredibly itchy and hot.
Brilliant.
And that's the main point of a Christmas jumper, is to make yourself constantly uncomfortable all day.
Every jumper, really, I think for Christmas has a story, and I think that's. And what's the story behind this jumper?
The story behind this jumper is a really interesting one. I'm glad you asked me that, because it's the story
given to you by a producer.
It's the story of a reindeer flying over a Dutch town for reasons we don't really know. There is no story. I have no idea what this Christmas. I just looked at my collection. I've got about 3 that I've been given over the years, and I thought this is the least offensive. So imagine the other 2. But actually, it's a serious point, because one of the things Save the Children really want, we don't want people forking out on new jumpers. And let's face it, they're never fashionable. So it's not like you're trying to keep up with the new trends. So really, they're just, you shouldn't have to spend any money on the actual jumper. Like, you should try, and everyone's got something, even a sweatshirt. A Christmas sweatshirt is acceptable. Even a Christmas T-shirt, which they wear in Australia, and just pull it out. And if you want to upcycle it, you can. Last year, they made me be a Christmas jumper inspector on the London Underground. And I went around looking like a flammable Christmas tree. I had like baubles hanging off me and stuff like that. So it's fine.
So we're obviously here at Fix Radio, the Builders Station, and we're going to ask you what your thoughts about potentially an on-site Christmas jumper, what that might look like if there were such a thing. Would it have lots of tools on it? Would it have a building site on it covered in snow? Would it be that scene that you've got on your jumper but just with a spanner?
I don't know. My experience with builders, normally they don't like wearing shirts at all. So maybe it would be some sort of Christmas bear top scene. I don't know. My favourite builder joke I ever did, which I'm sure won't endear me to scaffolders and stuff, but I had a woman walking down a street, a real woman, and then she heard some cat calling, because I'm afraid that does happen sometimes, and wolf whistles. This was, when things were less politically correct. And the woman turns around to see 4 gorillas jumping up and down in full gorilla suits on the scaffolding. That was my favourite one. So I don't know if that can be a Christmas gorilla look or whatever. I don't know. A tool one would be quite good. Maybe a Bob the Builder. I'm sure Bob the Builder probably does a Christmas jumper of some form.
There must be. You would think
they must have marketed that. Yeah, they wouldn't have missed that one. Yeah.
Yep. Look, actually, what you can do for us, actually, on behalf of Save the Children and Christmas Jumper Day, we have a builder's Christmas jumper here that actually is mine, and
Let's
and
see it.
this does have a story.
This is good radio.
I know. So I'm holding up now my Christmas jumper from the last 20 years. The problem with
Okay,
this
can I just say
yeah.
that your colleague has a really, really good camera, and yours looks like you're broadcasting from 1946. So I can't really see what's on it.
That's how old he is, Dom.
Is that Father Christmas?
Yeah, so Father Christmas, his legs going down a chimney. There's a lot of brickwork on there. And
Right.
actually, the reason why it's never been washed in the last 20 years and has the detritus of the Christmas dinners down it from the last 20
nice.
years. And it actually smells so bad, I can hardly get this close to it. But I wondered if you could count down from 5 to 1, and I could turn the lights on, and then we could start Christmas at Fix. So if you don't mind, Dom, please.
Please. I mean, this is the most exciting Christmas light turning on I've had. This is Dom Joly, and we are about to launch Christmas here on Fix Radio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay! And there are the lights.
Wow.
I mean, who needs Trafalgar Square with that kind of show there? That's amazing.
Look, what I want to ask you is that firstly, Gregg Wallace, did you ever think that he would be good for your career?
Good for my career.
In terms of going viral with your
touched
recent tweet.
Yeah, that tweet went crazy. It was,
Yeah.
but, I mean, it was weird. Because they weren't showing the Christmas specials, and I assume people knew that I would not be on MasterChef. But I just said I was on it. But since they're not showing it, I'll tell you that I won. And then I made a sort of slightly dodgy joke about what Gregg Wallace said to me, and that went crazy. I think the Mirror said that I'd ruined Christmas or something. I was very odd.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so no, I did not. I'm not sure he is good for my career. I don't know if it was good or bad, but I basically, my wife, the closer I get to Christmas, the more I drunk tweet. And my wife has just said, put the pork down.
Brilliant.
And don't tweet anymore. So I won't be.
That is superb. I love that. I love that. Don't drink and tweet.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it's a crucial lesson.
It really is. So in terms of a Dom Joly Christmas, what are the traditions? Are there none? You don't like it?
Okay, so I've got to be honest. I'm a Grinch. I'm an ex-Goth. I'm not really into Christmas. I don't like things. I don't like days where you're kind of told to have fun because I'm a contrarian. But my wife, who's Canadian, and their national religion is being nice, and she's obsessed with Christmas. She's the sort of person that goes to like all year round Christmas shops and things like that, and she starts playing Christmas carols in August. It's that bad. So I think I'm sort of in a sort of reaction against that. I'm a bit Grinchy. So I'm not brilliant normally. And actually, my wife said to me quite clearly, don't ruin Christmas this year, which was not a nice thing to say. But I think I'll be all right this year because both my kids, my son finally went off to uni and my daughter had already gone off. So this is the first time our kids have kind of gone away and they're coming back. And I think a lot of Christmas is to do with that and family and stuff. So I might be a bit better this year. I hope so anyway.
All that Christmas cheer and washing coming back, I would imagine.
Well, that's obviously why they're coming back. Yeah. But for washing and food. And also they've just had, he's had the first realization that not everything's just free. Like he's had to pay bills and stuff like that. So he's just going to come back in total shock at what awaits him for the rest of his life, which is good.
Yes. So in terms of we know you love your music. In fact, look, we know you were on the radio in Oxfordshire, and you had a great Sunday morning show, which I know you loved doing. And so therefore, your song choice was interesting on that show, and which was not the per se normal radio. Let's say like that. So therefore, are there any left field Christmas songs that you enjoy, or again, is it just, no, not for me?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not. I just got caught singing Michael Bublé when I was waiting for an interview in Liverpool, which was not anything anyone wants to hear. But there are some decent ones. I mean, I have to say, I do love Slade's, Merry Christmas, Everybody. It is extraordinary. I found out how much they make every year from that. And actually, I interviewed Dave Hill from Slade on that Oxford radio show because I have I've got a thing for Slade. But my favourite Christmas song by a long, long way is Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie and Bing Crosby, because I'm a massive David Bowie fan anyway. And that whole thing is so strange. I think it happened on a Bing Crosby Christmas show. And so David comes in, and I think he's quite it's quite during his heroin period. So I think he's not all there, and he's wandering in.
Merry Christmas.
Literally a very Merry Christmas for him. It's a very Moorish Christmas, and he comes in, and Bing Crosby. It's like sort of two generations meeting, and they're not quite sure about each other. And David Bowie's like this alien that's just landed in this Christmas scene, and then they start singing, and there's just this amazing moment where I think Bing Crosby looks at David Bowie and sort of thinks, oh, he's got it. Like there's something amazing about it. I really genuinely love that song. Weirdly, I don't like the Pogues one. I know that's supposed to be, if you're into the indie scene and stuff like that, it irritates me. I don't know why. So, I mean, I'm nothing against the Pogues, and it's far better than a lot of Christmas songs. So, yeah. So if I had to play one all the time, it'd be Little Drummer Boy. I love that.
Okay. Well, look, thanks for talking to us, and tell us once again how we can find out about Christmas Jumper Day, and of course the campaign with Save the Children.
Yeah, that's really kind. So if you could on Thursday make an effort and wear some sort of Christmas jumper, and if you do feel like donating money for it, it's a really good cause. I've seen the stuff they do, and it's amazing. And the one thing everyone can agree is like whatever political situations are happening, kids are innocent and not part of it, and that's what they work for, is the kids there. So if you text the word jumper to 70050 and donate whatever you like, we'd hope people would donate £5, but obviously donate whatever you can afford, or go to the website christmasjumperday.org. I'd be very, very grateful, and then I can take this Christmas my jumper off and resume my grumpiness for another year,
and not be so itchy and get rid of the rash.
It is really itchy.
Yeah.
Christmas rash is something I love. Yeah.
Dom, it's been a real treat. Thank you so much, and happy Christmas.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy Christmas.